Good afternoon, everyone. Believe it or not, with this hoarse voice is Doc Swiner. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. I apologize ahead of time. Hi, Auntie. I can see you. I'm glad I can see you today. Hi, hello, Abdullah 2000 or 2016 Hi, Joyce. How are you doing? So I apologize in advance. I'm fighting off a cold. Hi, Jeb W55. I think that's my neighbor. Fighting off a cold and some laryngitis. So if in the middle I have to take a drink of water or I cough and have a fit, then you know why. So I apologize in advance. But thank you. Hey, Miss Lady. Yeah, I got to take care of me. So, I got the water, I got the orange juice, I got the chicken soup. I'm doing all that stuff. But, because preschool, let's just say that. 2 toddlers, always going to have some germs. So welcome to Wellness Wednesday. Thank you so much for joining me. Hey, Fran McDuffie, I see you joining. By the way, if this is your first time, I am Dr. Nicole Swiner. I live and preside in North Carolina, and I am a full-time family doc, full-time mom, wife of 2, author, speaker, and the Superwoman Complex expert. Welcome. Thank you for joining me on Periscope. I do this weekly for Wellness Wednesday, where we talk about a mental, physical, emotional health issue that is pertinent and interesting. And so, hey, Turquoise Bride, I think that's Dr. Wooten joining. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you for coming. House rules there. Dr. Wooten's already showing you. Thank you. Oh, Fran, I'm trying to keep it together. Even though I don't feel great, I'm trying to keep it together. Thank you. So house rules. We have to heart, heart, heart. So on your right side, heart, heart, tap, tap, taps. We like that. That means you like what we're talking about and it's interesting to you. Second thing I'd like to ask is if you swipe upward on your phone. Are you hoarse too? Summer colds, girl. Those kids, they just get us so sick. If you swipe upward on your phone, you can share with your Twitter and your other Periscope followers, and that is very appreciated because this helps us get the word out about our broadcast and increases our following. So I appreciate that. So welcome to folks that are already on, and let's get started. So, as you know, we've had some, hey Carla, thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing, Fran, inviting followers. We've had some horribly violent and sad events to happen in our nation, in our country, that has really brought the mood down everywhere. Horrible events, as you know of, from Orlando to Baton Rouge. Hi, Joyful Star. Orlando, Baton Rouge, Dallas. I mean, the list goes on and on. It's horribly, horribly depressing. Emotional right now. Thank you for sharing, guys, on Twitter. Thank you. As a family doc, as a mom, as a wife, I've had to care for myself. I've had to care for others who have been affected either both personally or indirectly just from hearing the news and listening and talking to their community and dealing with the issues that are going on and the ugliness that has crept out of our culture, of our world, since these things have occurred. Just bringing things to light thank you for the hearts, bringing things to light that clearly we've always been dealing with, but it seems to be in our face right now, whether it's because of the recent happenings or because of social media or the constant news feeds of all the negativity that's going on. And so what I want to talk about is how we deal with that grief, how we deal with that trauma, how we just try to keep ourselves uplifted in this what feels like just such a horrible time in the world right now. I mean, and a lot of things we just don't have words for, but I know I've had to purposefully do things to make myself feel better, to make myself not, feel like we've been in a black hole. Do you understand what I'm saying? Say yes if you feel what I'm saying and you understand what I'm talking about recently. I mean, yeah. And so because I preach this, right? Yeah. So because I preach this ministry of joy, I wanted to check in with, the world. Yeah. So we're all kind of feeling the same, no matter what side, of the argument that you're on. Yes, Joyful Star agrees, black, white, female, male, gay, straight, cop, regular person. I mean, it doesn't matter what side of the coin and the side of the fence that you're on. We're all dealing with some level of increased stress and increased just mental health pressure nowadays. So I just wanted to kind of check in. I want to kind of give you some helpful hints and ask questions, and let's comment and feel free. Of course, this is a safe space, but, let's be respectful. Yeah, it affects us all. This is not an argument about who's right, who's wrong. This is just about how we all move forward and make things better. So from a mental health standpoint, clearly I talk about, excuse me, there's a cough. I talk about how it affects us emotionally. It's almost as if we're going through the stages of grief, so you hear negative thing after negative thing, right? Self-care is hugely important, Joyful Star. And I want you guys to share what things you do for self-care, but it's almost like we're going through stages of grief with each incident that happens, and then we have to start all over again every time something bad happens. But I want to encourage you, and I want to, let you know that it's okay to feel the way you feel. If there's anger, if there's sadness, if there's depressed mood, if there's anxiety, you have the right as a human to feel that way. So don't let anyone tell you, man it up or get over it, or, what you're feeling is wrong. You have the right to feel that way. And I checked in with some of my psychiatry and psychology friends just for validation. As a family doc, I see this stuff all the time, and we talk and do therapy and do counseling, but I want to check in with the experts. So that was the first piece of advice I got from one of my psychiatry friends, Dr. St. Victor, who said, let people know it's okay to feel the way they're feeling. You don't have to feel bad about the way that you feel about it. Your feeling is your feeling. Be honest about it. It's okay to feel that grief is what he said. He also said that the next thing to do was find some level of peace with connecting with things one is grateful for. So, we've heard these awful things about people losing their lives, losing loved ones, losing their freedom, losing their liberty. And that is horrible. But one thing that you have to remember is being thankful for what you still have. The fact that you are still alive, you are still thriving, right? Never apologize. Joyce, I'm sorry. Is it Joyce? Yeah, that's Joyce. Joyce agrees that that's right. You get to feel the way you want to feel, and nobody gets to tell you that you're wrong about your feeling. Now, your actions, different thing. Feeling, they're yours. So reminding yourself what you're grateful for and what you're appreciative for. Auntie says prayer and self-reflection protect your joy and count your blessings. Yep. As you pray for others. Counting your blessings is major because then it reminds you that you're still here and that you have things to thank the higher power, the Lord, Jesus Christ, Allah. You have some things to be thankful for. So every morning I try to get up and I say my prayer. I thank who I celebrate, the Lord Jesus Christ. I thank him for life, health, strength, protection, grace, and mercy, because it could have been another way. So that in itself kind of gets me up, gets me going, and helps me to move on with my day. And then, also for very trivial things like, I love Fran. Fran was celebrating my hair and my lip color. So, do something fun with your hair, do, fancy lip color just to brighten up your mood. I mean, something as trivial as that can make you just feel better. Coming into the office and going to work and doing the things that we have to do to serve other people, if you're in a serving type of a field, customer service, the medical field, that can come with a lot of pressure itself. But knowing that I'm helping someone, I think Auntie T-Buzz referred to as you're praying for others, helping others, being able to step outside of myself and help someone else makes me feel better. So remembering that you are also in this world to help others and not just be an island is another way to kind of get over that grief. Is that making sense? Does that sound good? I think Dr. St. Victor also wanted to point out seeking out support from other like-minded people. Like-minded people. Yeah, that makes sense? Good. Take a break from the huge T-Buzz. T-Buzz just pointed out one of the big things. So not only seeking out like-minded individuals to be supported and supportive of, but taking a break. Take some screen time vacations. Because I'm a very sensitive person, right? Definitely. I am a very sensitive person. So because I knew people were going to be, unplugged. They were going to be flooding my timeline, flooding Instagram, flooding Twitter with things. I didn't know what to do with my anger, frustration. Good for you, Joyce. Reaching out to your pastor. That's right. Reaching out to those folks that will support you. I had to stay away from social media for a little while, or at least I swept by quickly, those who just kept repeating stories and negative things about what was going on. I had to unplug because it affects me. Gratitude and helping others helps ground your perspective. Unplugging keeps you centered. Right. So turn off the TV when I'm riding in the car. I don't even really listen to the local radio. Right. I'll put on my Pandora. Or sometimes I'll just be quiet. Because when I get home, my kids, and they're waiting for me, it's going to be loud there. So the car is sometimes those are my last little quiet moments before I get home. But sometimes I don't listen to anything, just to quiet my mind, quiet my brain, just to make sure that I've gotten a little bit of time just to relax before going back into the chaos of the moment. So yes, unplugging is big. He said, of course, rest. Rest is always hugely important. Let's see. And of course, seeking professional help. So Joyce just mentioned a wonderful thing. She does pastoral counseling, has a minister, has a pastor that she has rapport with, has trusting relationship with, that she sought out for counseling. Clearly, there are your licensed therapists, your counselors, your psychiatrists, your family docs, your primary care folks. Go to them and ask for help. If you're feeling that things are really, really becoming worse, dark, you're having some thoughts that you can't control, you definitely need to reach out. So talk to mom, talk to your cousins, your girlfriends, and your spouses and all that. But if you need professional help, if you can't get out of the bed, if you have no appetite, you can't eat, thanks for the hearts. I'm glad that people are recognizing how important that is nowadays, because, there used to be a little bit of a stigma attached to that. Hi, Judy. EAP's at work. Perfect. T-Buzz. So you have folks there in your workplace that are trained to deal with this. If you're in school, you have school counselors that are there to deal with these things. Use your resources. Hey, lady, I hope you're doing good. Let's see what other things. Meditation. Who's into meditation? Actually, before this scope, I looked up, and I keep talking about it, I looked up meditation apps. There are free apps that you can download on your phone that help you to, they give you, set a timer, and they remind you every day, okay, this is your quiet time. So you do your meditation, you do your prayer, you're in that moment for a certain amount of time, and it reminds you to stay on task with that. Has anyone tried any of those apps? Take a sip of water from my throat. I think I might try it one day, just to kind of, like I said, I try to jump out of the bed, and the first thing I do is try to, pray and get centered. But, nothing wrong with a little reminder throughout the day. But have you haven't used it yet, Carla? Which one do you have? Which meditation app do you have? Is it the best? Seeing a doctor is something we don't talk about enough. Yep, that's right, Joel. And I think it is becoming, like I said, less of a stigma. People are realizing the importance of it. They tried this, they tried that. It didn't quite work, so they have become more comfortable with talking to medical professionals about it. It's just called meditation. Okay, I think I'm going to download it, and I'll report back next week. Okay, how about this, Carla? Me and you, we agree. We're going to try it. I'll look at email. Okay, you let me know what it is. We'll try it for a week. We'll report back next Wednesday, okay? So you can be accountable to one another. We'll see if it helps, and who knows? Might have some cool stuff, maybe some quiet sounds on it. That's right. All right, we'll do that. So meditation, prayer, all of that being in your quiet moment. He said exercise, clearly. Exercise to work off that extra aggression, that extra tension. It builds your endorphins, gets your adrenaline, your blood flowing. That is good. Another friend of mine who's a psychiatrist, Dr. Erica, hi, thank you. Dr. Erica Goodwin showed me an article on the Huffington Post called, or it's entitled, 5 Self-Care Practices Black People Can Use While Coping with Trauma. It's an excellent article. I found that these 5 tips can be applied to anyone, regardless of race. But it's very important, and it points out some of the things that we've already talked about. It says, number 1, even if you don't want to necessarily unplug completely from social media, because, you got to be on there for work and whatever, it says turn the video autoplay off. So even while being on social media, there's a way to turn your autoplay. Do you know what autoplay is? It's when you scroll and the video automatically starts playing. What I had to do was I just had to unfollow some people because they just repeatedly showed the horrible images in the videos. I can't take it. So I had to unfollow them, or even unfriended some of them that were just, repeatedly posting some of the negative images and the graphic things going on. I can't take it. So you can choose to either unfollow, unfriend, or you can just turn off the autoplay on the video so the video doesn't automatically start playing. That's one thing the Huffington Post said. Second thing the Huffington Post said, follow accounts that inform and nurture you. You too? Yeah. What did you do? Did you do the take the autoplay off, or did you unfriend some people? Auntie. Number 2 says, follow accounts that inform and nurture you without force feeding you torturous details. Unfollow. Yeah. Unfollow. So this is saying follow certain accounts. So follow maybe the national news, maybe not the local news, or follow a certain group that you like to follow, and they give more of a positive light versus the negative. So that's number 2. Number 3, ignore the trolls. Who knows what a troll is? Do you know what a troll is? What's a troll? Who can define a troll? This is class. Who can define troll? I'm gonna wait. So ignore the trolls. Ignore the trolls, okay? Not quick enough. Okay, a troll, and I bet you as soon as I start talking, someone know. Okay, so Dr. Wooten doesn't know. A troll is someone who is on social media, either who, has a fake account, or someone who is just on there just to be negative, just to get under people's skin. Ignore them, right? So if you see somebody see the comments and somebody's being, aggressive on purpose, or they're trying to, get on people's nerves on purpose, or they're using horrible language just to be controversial, ignore them. Scroll right past it. I don't even read the comments. I mean, that's how protective I'm being. I don't even read the comments, right? Comments. I friend, maybe unfriend. That's what Dr. Wooten's trying to say. Number 4, of course, log off. We said unplug. That goes without saying. Number 5, right? What, Jamie? Number 5 from this Huffington Post article. Remember, offline conversations are just as important as online. So don't even rely on social media, is what it's saying. Talk to your friends, talk in real life, real time, have real conversations where you can actually touch, feel, hug people, instead of relying on, the news, the radio, and social media, because that stuff will slowly negative way. All right, my friends, I did not want to overwhelm you with sad things, but I wanted to encourage all of us. I want to encourage us to meditate and pray, exercise, confide in those that we love and trust, and do those things that are joyful so that we don't all get stuck in that black hole, okay? Love one another. I love you guys. Let's support one another and uplift each other when needed, okay? Thank you guys. I'm going to go and get some tea for my throat, and I appreciate you all coming and sharing. I'll see y'all next week. Carla, me and you, meditation app. Y'all be good. Bye-bye.